Hello, Arizona. Hello, Tucson. Are you fired up? Are you ready to go? Man, it is good to be back. It is good to be back in Arizona. It's good to be back in Tucson. And I appreciate y'all coming out the day before homecoming. As we landed, we saw Colorado's buses at the airport. And I know, Colorado's got a couple good players, but I also know you guys have beaten them twice in a row, so don't bet against the Wildcats tomorrow. Come on. I love you back. But I am not here just to talk about football. I am here to ask you to vote for my friend and your outstanding Congressman, Raul Grijalva. For your next member of Congress from the 6th District, Kirsten Engel. For your outstanding next United States Senator, Ruben Gallego. And for the next President of the United States, Kamala Harris. Now, before I get going, you guys have to forgive me, because let's face it, I'm a little out of practice. So I got a little something in my throat, but that's okay, because what I have to say is going to make so much sense that even if I'm coughing a little bit, I think you're still going to catch what I'm saying here. Because here in Arizona, voting has already started. You can vote early or return your mail ballot today. There's no reason to delay. What you waiting for? And of course, you can vote at your polling place on Election Day, November 5th. Si se puede, just remember to bring your photo ID. And I think, as Ruben mentioned, si se puede. But as Ruben mentioned, you need to make a plan. And if you've got any confusion, any uncertainty about what your plan is to vote, then you go to iwillvote.com/AZ. And then once you've got a plan, then you've got to make sure your friends and family make a plan to vote too. Because together we've got a chance to choose a new generation of leadership in this country and start building a better and stronger and fairer and more hopeful America. Now, we know this election is going to be tight. And it's going to be tight because a lot of Americans are struggling right now. As a country, we've been through a lot over the last few years. We've had a historic pandemic that wreaked havoc on communities and businesses. Disruptions from the pandemic then caused prices to spike, and that put a strain on family budgets. And in a lot of ways, it felt like the aspirations of working people have taken a back seat to the priorities of the rich and the powerful and the well-connected. So I understand why people are looking to shake things up. I get why sometimes folks are frustrated with politics. I'm sometimes frustrated with politics. So I get it. What I cannot understand is why anyone would think that Donald Trump will shake things up in a way that is good for you. That I don't understand. Because there is absolutely no evidence that this man thinks about anybody but himself. I've said it before. Donald Trump is a 78-year-old billionaire who has not stopped whining about his problems since he rode down that golden escalator 9 years ago. And when he's not complaining, he's trying to sell you stuff. He's got his gold sneakers. He's got the $100,000 watch. Says it's a Swiss watch, but nobody can actually figure out where in Switzerland was this thing made. He's got, this is my favorite. He's got the Trump Bible. Wants you to buy the Word of God, Donald Trump edition. His name's going to be on there, embossed, right next to Luke and Mark and Matthew. And by the way, I will give you one guess. You could not make this stuff up. Where these Bibles are made. So, Mr. Tough Guy on China, except when he can make a few bucks, hawking his Trump edition Bibles. Come on, man. You can't make this stuff up. But he's doing it. And the reason he's doing it is because what he cares about is his ego and his money and his status. He's not thinking about you. Donald Trump sees power as nothing more than a means to his ends. He wants the middle class to pay the price for another huge tax cut that would mostly help him and his country club buddies. He doesn't care if he costs more women their reproductive freedoms because it won't make a difference in his life. Do not boo. Vote. They can't hear you when you boo, but when you vote, everybody can hear you. Vote.